these Wolves have got this year here.
All right, we'll have Early against Anderson here, starting out the jump ball. Glacier Bears going to our left, the Lady Wolves going to our right. Ball is up, going to be controlled by the Lady Wolves. They'll bring it back down. Meisner has the dribble on the left-hand side. Glacier Bears drop back here. Looks like we're going to have a man-to-man defense. They jog back out. Now, I'm not sure here. They still haven't quite matched up yet. They want to go down the left-hand side. Harding goes down low on the block. Stop. Spins around. Nothing going. Back to Harding again. She drives down the lane. Kicks it back out. Two-pointer on the way. A little bit short. That was put up by Early. Rebound still fought for underneath. Going to be controlled by no one. So we're going to have an alternating position. Goes to the Haines Glacier Bears.
Oh, and Wrangell's coming out pressing right from the get-go.
Wrangell's going to put a little pressure on right off the bat. Borlon will break it, however, easily. She gets across the half-court line. They'll come back down. She's on the dribble. Looks like the Lady Wolves are coming out man-to-man defense. Stops, gives up her dribble, wants to go left. Finally does. Gets it back out to the side to Jobbins. Jobbins comes over to the side with the dribble. Still can't penetrate inside. Harding comes around. Spin move. Jobbins. Two-pointer on the way. No. Rebound comes back down quickly to the Lady Wolves, and they're up down the court. Kicks the ball over. Shot. Stop. Puts it up and in. And a foul on it. That shot is by Meisner, and she gets the first 2 points, but that was a nice pass in there. They waited, they had the advantage, then they also draw the foul on Haley Boron on that one, so we're going to go to the free throw line. That was a nice 2-on-1 break there. They waited and patiently developed. Meisner, shot, rolls around off to the side. No, ball comes back down, and Boron comes with it for the Glacier Bears. Now she's going to lose it out of bounds. Spins back, gets the ball back over, and Lady Wolves will have the ball left side looking. They get the ball back to Harding. Shots on the way, going to be a little short. Ball comes back down, goes in the corner. She kicks it back out. Comes back down again to her, back out to Harding. It was a nice save by Harding. She alley-oop early, goes across. Stop, spin move, stop inside. Looks inside, alley-oop inside, puts up the shot, partially checked by Anderson, and it goes off for one of the Lady Wolves and out of bounds. Well, I can see right away that the Lady Wolves want to go right inside. I can see that happening. That's how they have it set up. Jobbins across the half-court line. She has the break. Didn't see Anderson down under there, but Jobbins stops, puts it up a little bit too hard. Ball bounces around, going to go out of bounds. It goes off of Early for the Lady Wolves, so the Glacier Bears will have it. Benda will set it up on the left-hand side. Plays going. They get the ball back into Boron. Tapped away nicely. However, as Meisner anticipated that pass, got a hand on it, and was able to get the ball back and get it over to the side. So now we'll come back down again. Lady Wolves looked outside Early, down low. Anderson put a lot of pressure on her. He kicked the ball back out to Meisner. She looks cross court pass to Harding. Dumps it back inside. Shot up and in by Olsen as she went down low on the block.
Yeah, that quick pass in from Harding from the perimeter.
Well, Harding had that. She set the other one up too down low as they got the easy lay-in out of it. So it didn't take long to figure out. The Lady Wolves are considerably bigger than the Glacier Bears, and you can see where they're going with the basketball. Shot is up though. Rebound comes back down. Doesn't go, however, as we come back down the court. And quick go right-hand side to Boron. Spins, stops, shot from about 6. Way off to the side. Rebound nicely by Harrison. She'll get it out. They'll slowly bring it across the half-court line. Meisner looks. Finds Olsen down low. She can't do anything with it. Back to Harding. Three-pointer on the way. Good. Maddie Harding picks up 3. And a quick 7-0 lead right now for the Lady Wolves. Boron hustling down the right-hand side. Comes back out. They'll reverse that all the way to Jobbins. Stops. Can't do anything. Hand up. They'll come back out to the top. Screen set. They try to go to Anderson down low. Puts up the shot. In and out. No. Rebound fought for. And Meisner comes up with it out to Olsen. All the way over to Meisner. Meisner on the dribble. Gets it across the half-court line. Now she'll come down. Takes slow. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Harding, three-pointer on the way. No. Rebound comes back down. Up and in by Olsen. She picks up her 4th point. Extends the lead. 4:55 to go here in the first quarter. Across the half-court line is Boron with the left-hand dribble, right-hand dribble. Meisner backs away from her now. Stops. Boron gives it up. Meisner steps out. Over to long run. Over to right-hand side to Benda. She wants the baseline, has it, put a little bit short. Ball fought for. Olsen comes away with it. She'll get the ball quickly back off to Harrison. Harrison will bring it across the half court. Slow dribble up. Goes to Harding. Harding backs way out. Go left-hand side early. Tries to go inside. Now they dump it inside. Shot up and in. Oh, that was a nice shot by Harris. She got that one to go, and there's a quick timeout by the Glacier Bears. We'll see what it's going to be here. As she's able to pick it up, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So, Liam, it didn't take long to figure out their offense. They're going down low, but Harding is a good shooter from the outside, so she's going to continue to make the Glacier Bears pay if they suck in too far. She can shoot it, and she's not afraid to shoot it either.
We saw that in one. She has a good shot even a few feet beyond that three-point arc. She can really drill those threes. So, yeah, it's a tough team to match up against, and they're also playing some really aggressive defense on the Glacier Bears. And, they've staked themselves to this early 11-0 lead.
All right, 4:17 to go here in the first quarter play. Going to be Glacier Bear basketball, far side of the court. Lady Wolves are going to, well, a bit of pressure, not a lot. They'll come across the half-court line, the Glacier Bears do, on the left-handed dribble. Spin back, gets the ball, Boron right side. She stops, takes off with the dribble, loses it, but gets it back again. He's going to back to Boron down the center lane, stops, force up the shot, it's going to draw the foul. Foul's on 3-0. Kendra, that'll be her first personal foul. 2 team fouls on the Glacier Bears, only 1 on the Lady Wolves right now at the free throw line. Haley Boron bounces it a couple of times, 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Slowly up, shots on the way, in and out. Thought that was going to go, had good spin to it, good rotation. First sub of the game, Armstrong comes off the bench. Meisner's going to come out. Well, Lori said she's going to have to rotate back and forth because she, of course, doesn't have the big bench to help out.
Yeah, when you only got one early and often is a good approach.
Krager is coming into the game for the Glacier Bears. This one's by Boron, looks good and is. And she picks up her from the free throw line. And it'll be Lady Wolves basketball. They'll slowly bring it up. They lead by 10, 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Back to Harding. She dumps it back inside. Up and in as they went right away to Harrison, and she gets an easy bucket out of it. Harding just gave her the nice little bounce pass across the top above everybody else. Boron down the lane, kicks the ball back out. They go to Anderson. Come back out. Spin move as they come back around. Almost knocked away by Armstrong, but the ball's going to go back to the Glacier Bears. Right here in front of the Lady Wolves bench. Looking. Now she'll get the ball back in. Grace Long almost lost that one as she comes around. Falling down. Going to be a travel on it as she came down. And unfortunately for the Lady Wolves, early had fallen down, but Grace had given up her dribble, and then she shuffled her feet, so the Lady Wolves are going to get the basketball back. 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. They go left-hand side, Harding, back out to the Armstrong, all the way over to Early, looking down low. Find Harrison, puts up the shot, a little bit short. Rebound comes down, gets back into the hands of Benda. She quickly gets the ball back out, and Boron will bring it across the half-court line. Almost loses it handle, but gets it back. Lady Wolves lead by 12. Ball comes down to Boron. Stops, puts up the shot, up and in.
Yeah, got the give-and-go pass from
Haley Boron got
Krager.
the pass right back from Krager, and she just drove it right to the lane. Nobody stopped her, so she's going to go to the hoop. Armstrong, right-hand side, looking, kicks the ball back over to Harding. Three-pointer on the way, looks a little bit long, and the ball comes back down, but Anderson was standing out of bounds when she got that one. So the ball goes back to the Lady Wolves under their basket. Armstrong with the ball. Kicks the ball out to the top. Goes to Harding. She looks down for Olsen. Shots on the way. Going to be a little short. Hustling over is Boron. She kicks the ball back out to Krager. Krager looks down the court. Can't get the pass, however. Now she'll kick it back. Ball bounces around. Ends up in Early's hands, but Krager steals it. And they're slowly working the ball back across the half-court line as Harding puts some pressure on. Goes back out to Benda, right-hand side. She wants to go down low, but can't get it inside. Tapped away, however, nicely. Armstrong's all alone, no between her and the basket, up and in. So Armstrong just slowly got herself under control. Got the nice right-handed lay-in. Quickly down the court. come the Glacier Bears. Stop. Kicks the ball back out to Boron. She penetrates inside, stops. Now she's going to be whistled for the travel. She wanted to pass it over there, but there wasn't anybody right-handed. All right, Dryden comes into the ball game, and we also have Jorgensen Geese coming into the game for the Glacier Bears. Lady Wolves, 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. 15-3 is the score right now. Armstrong with it, stops, goes right-hand side early, goes inside, nice move, stop, puts up the shot, partially checked, but there's going to be a whistle on it. Let's see where the foul comes. Foul's on 10, that'll be Anderson, that'll be her first personal foul. That was a nice move by Elizabeth. She kind of made the move to the left, to the right, turned around, got her man on her hip, but was able to draw the foul, go to the free throw line. A little short on the shot, however, as she missed that one. Wrangell Wolves have had 3 opportunities and haven't got any of those to go yet.
Sophia Cunningham now in the game for Anderson.
Oh, all right. Shots on the way, this one off to the right-hand side. Dryden comes down with it for the Glacier Bears. She's quick on the left-handed dribble. She'll back it back out. Goes to Grace Long. Nice defense by Olsen. She cut that baseline off. They come back out to Dryden at the top. Dryden with the left-handed dribble. Comes all the way around. A lot of pressure being applied by Armstrong, but Dryden loses the basketball out of bounds. So the defensive pressure forced a turnover there on the Glacier Bears. They come back out to Harding. And Armstrong will bring it up slow across half-court line. Glacier Bears 2-3 zone defense. Back to early. Olsen on the baseline. They wanted to go inside. Knocked away, however, by the Glacier Bears. I think Jorgensen Giese got a hand on it, knocked it back out of bounds.
Might have been a foot.
Or a foot, yeah. That's what I meant, actually. But it didn't turn out well. The pass is too hard. Comes down to Dryden. Dryden's on the dribble. Ball's tapped away by Armstrong, goes out of bounds, and it goes off of the Glacier Bears.
Well,
and it's going to be Wolves basketball, 1 minute, 3 seconds to go here in first quarter of play. Quickly back down the court. Now come the Lady Wolves. Glacier Bears single back inside. Stepping outside, they'll keep the ball. Alley-oop inside to Olsen. Olsen spin move, looks, can't find anybody. Kicks the ball to Harding. Three-pointer on the way, good. Maddie Harding's fired twice and gotten 2 3-pointers out of it. Well, she's actually shot more than that, but those are her two baskets. Now Armstrong steps up. She's all alone. Let's see if she can get the shot up and in. She anticipated that pass, made the steal, and beat Dryden down to the hoop and got the lay-in out of it. 20-3 is the score right now. 24 seconds to go. The Lady Wolves have the lead. There's the screen set. Comes back out. Krager back out there. 3-point on the way, or just inside the 3-point line. Armstrong, again, she's breaking down. Dryden's chasing her. Stop. Puts up the shot up and in. Armstrong, nice control and a nice move on that one. She waited till the defense was in the right spot before she put that shot up. Goes through Krager's hand. You're going to hear the buzzer in the background here. We're going to end this first quarter of play with the Haines Glacier Bears coming away with 3 points, while the Lady Wolves coming away with 22 points. Many of them coming from the inside. Well, we're going to turn it back to KSTK Studios for 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute for second quarter action.
Oh, look at the 17. There we go. Thanks.
Now welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium here. Shooting percentages, excuse me, Glacier Bears 1 for 6, 17%, 9 for 16 for the Lady Wolves at 56%. Rebounding even up. All right, second quarter action.
And here we go. The Wrangell Wolves will take the ball at midcourt to start the second half. Bringing the ball up the court is Armstrong. She's being guarded man-to-man by Krager. Oh, they dump it down into Olsen. Olsen, another hook shot. This one doesn't go. Glacier Bears going to bring the ball up. Boron dribbling across midcourt. Gets it over to Benda. Benda takes a couple dribbles over to Krager. Back up top to Boron. The long three from Boron does not fall. The ball will go out of bounds. And be Wrangell ball. Armstrong bringing the ball up for Wrangell. Krager's going to pick her up right across the midcourt line. Oh, he gets a nice strong pick and then dumps it into Olsen. Olsen's shot off the backboard doesn't go, and Jorgensen Giese will come down with the rebound and push the ball up the court for the Glacier Bears. Before she has a chance to put up her layup, she's fouled. That foul is on number 14, Jamie Early. That's her first foul. And the Glacier Bears are going to take it down underneath their own hoop. Boron, the long two-pointer doesn't go, but Krager comes down with the rebound. Now Natalie Jobbins, the long three-pointer doesn't go for her. Krager, another rebound. Boron will penetrate to the middle. Purple running hook shot doesn't fall. Jorgensen Giese comes up with the rebound on this one. She puts it up. That one doesn't go. And Armstrong whips the ball down. It gets knocked away from her though, and it gets kicked out to Meisner. Meisner over to Armstrong. The long three for Early does not go, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Glacier Bear ball. Boron bringing the ball up for the Glacier Bears. She kicks it over to Jobbins. Jobbins kicks it around to Benda. Benda to Boron. To Krager. They dump it into Sadie Anderson. Oh, that's a Jorgensen Giese. Her shot does not go. Now with Harrison with the rebound, bringing it up now, passes it over to Early. Early working the point for the Wolves. She gives the ball over to Meisner. They try to dump it down inside, but Jorgensen Giese comes away with the steal, and she'll bring the ball up the court. She gets just past the three-point line and keeps her feet moving a little too long, is called for the travel. So now with 6 minutes remaining, it's 22-3 Wrangell Wolves. And they'll bring the ball up the court. Armstrong on the dribble. Gets a nice pick from and then the ball goes down in. Oh, the shot goes up for Harrison. It doesn't go. Kate Benda comes down with the rebound. She dribbles up the court, passes it over to Krager in the corner. Krager's shot off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Meisner. Now Meisner's going to bring the ball up. Slows it down a little bit. Oh, finds Olsen down low, and Olsen hits that one. Another strong post move for Olsen. Getting open, getting the pass. Now it's 24-3 Wrangell.
Glacier Bears haven't made a shot. They put up 7 shots, haven't made one yet. They're still on their 3 points. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to take a timeout here with 5:07 remaining. Oh, no, I'm sorry, we're not. We're just getting a couple substitutes. Jorgensen Giese's coming out, Anderson coming in.
I think Harding also come off the bench for the Lady Wolves.
Now bring the ball up. We've got Meisner. Pass it over to, they get it in once again to Olsen, but it doesn't go for her. Sadie Anderson comes down with the rebound. Now bringing the ball up the court. Grace Long. Oh, and it goes off of Godinez Long's hands, and it'll be Wrangell ball once again. Now it's 24-3 with 4:45 to go in the half. Harding's going to bring the ball up for Wrangell. She's being defended by Long. Long works her way across a pick. Now it's Early up top. She gets it down into Harrison. Harrison's shot doesn't go, and Bourne will get the rebound and push the ball up the court. She makes a wild layup attempt, doesn't go, and Olsen will come up with the ball. And Wrangell's going to take a timeout to talk things over now with 4:18 left in the half. Wrangell has the lead 24-3. It's going to be a short timeout, so we're going to stay here.
Yeah, well, I think Coach Brown wants to talk it over, a little helter-skelter on her offensive end of things here. She needs to get the girls settled back down. I've noticed a couple different times she wanted to go down low to the girls. they're not quite getting in the right position, and the pass is a tough one to get to them. On the other side, the Glacier Bears put up 8 shots so far. Haven't got anything to go so far in the quarter. They only had the 1 basket in that first quarter. Boron got that one, but the Lady Wolves are only 1 for 6 this time in this second quarter of play. But they were 56% from the field, 9 for 16 in that last go around here, the last quarter. So now we're back out on the court.
And Wrangell's had a real balanced attack so far with Harding, Olsen, and Armstrong, each scoring 6 points for him so far. Now it's going to be Meisner bringing the ball up the court. Dishes over to Early. Early around the top of the key. Back to... and she's going to take the ball all the way in. Meisner's going to dribble right through the defense and score a layup. That's her 4th point. Now Godinez long, dribbling the ball up, gets it to Krager. Krager pops a 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Meisner. And now it's going to be a foul on the play. Sadie Anderson fouled after the rebound, so that's going to be Anderson's second foul of the night, and she's going to take another break. Jorgensen Giese coming back in to replace her.
Okay, they have her listed as 3 on the board up here, so we'll have to check that out here when we get a chance.
Oh, huh. All right, now bringing the ball up the court. We've got Meisner. Now to Harding. Harding looks to get it in down low to Harrison. She does, but Harrison's shot doesn't go. Olsen gets the rebound. That goes off the back of the rim. Scramble for the ball. Harding comes up with it. She's going to dish it over Early. Early tries to get it into Olsen, but Olsen loses it out of bounds as Haley Boron puts on the defensive pressure for the Glacier Bears. Godinez long going to bring the ball up the court now. 3:25 remaining in the half. It's 26-3 Wrangell. Jobbins at the top of the key, gets over to Benda. Benda to Godinez long, open to the corner, takes her jump shot, doesn't go, but Jorgensen Giese gets the rebound, puts up the shot, it doesn't go. Boron comes up down with the rebound. She finds Godinez long, bank shot from the foul line, extended goes, so Grace Godinez long gets on the board, 2 points for the Glacier Bears. Now 26-5 at 2:55 remaining. Harding dribbling around the perimeter. Godinez long trying to challenge her dribble. Harding passes off to Early. Early now going left in the lane. Dribbled left and made a nice right-handed jump shot. She couldn't get to go though. Natalie Jobbins is going to come up the court to the Glacier Bears. She gets to Godinez long. Jobbins takes another long 2-pointer. It doesn't go. Rebound goes to Jorgensen Giese. Back out to Boron at the top of the key. Shoots the 3-pointer in and out. Does not fall for her. And Olsen comes down with the rebound. Now Meisner dribbling the ball up for Wrangell. She gives up her dribble. Kate Benda is all over at the top of the key. Natalie Jobbins comes around, knocks out the ball, but it goes back into the hands of Meisner. And then Jorgensen Giese steps up and makes a steal for the Glacier Bears. She'll push it up to Haley Boron. Haley Boron dribbling the ball now. 1:55 remaining. 26-5 Wrangell. Jobbins, a long 3-pointer, doesn't go. The rebound comes down to Jamie Early. A fake and a move in the key there, and Maddie Harding has her 8th point. Now Godinez long bringing the ball up the court. Dribbling over to Boron. Boron dribbling, sees Krager. But it's tapped away. Nice heads-up defense by Harding there. Doesn't let her make that cross-court pass, and now dribbling all the way down and in for the layup is Kendra Meisner. That's 6 now for Meisner. Godinez long pushing the ball up the court. And Jobbins just said something to official Don Nash. I think she might have a little blood in her hand. She's going to need to go to the bench and get that taken care of. And referee Swinton encouraging the players to get back on the court, telling them this is not a timeout situation. And so Dryden came in for Jobbins. So Jobbins is going to get a Band-Aid put on the sideline. 1:08 left. Kate Benda looks at the 3, doesn't take it to Godinez long. And then Harding again with that defensive anticipation steps up, grabs the pass, but Mackenzie Dryden made it all the way down the court. Mackenzie's quick, and she played some tough defense, didn't let her get the basket. But then on the subsequent shot, the foul was by number 30, Kendra Meisner. That's her second foul. Okay, now with a minute left, Godinez Long bringing the ball up the court. Her team down 30-5. Gets it over to Dryden. Dryden passes it to Godinez Long in the corner. She gets it into Jorgensen Giese. Oh, and then Jorgensen Giese passes over to Benda. Her shot's blocked out of bounds by Early. So Benda's going to take the ball on under the hoop with 40 seconds remaining. She passes it all the way out to Grace Godinez Long. Long to Krager. Krager's long two-point attempt is blocked by Jamie Early. So now Kara Harrison will dribble the ball up the court for Wrangell. She gives it over to Early. Early over to Armstrong. Armstrong dribbling, trying to go baseline, and she's fouled. Fouls on Grace Godinez Long. Just got a little too physical as she was trying to go baseline. Armstrong's trying to go baseline. Now, two-pointer from the corner does not fall for Harding. Dribbling it all the way up, Mackenzie Dryden. Her layup doesn't go, but Natalie Krager gets the rebound for the Glacier Bears. 7 seconds left now. 5. Dryden's dribbling. She gets it over to Grace Godinez Long. She puts up the shot at the buzzer, and it doesn't go. And so at the end of the first half of play, it's the Wrangell Wolves 30, the Haines Glacier Bears 5 here at the Haines Gymnasium.
All right, well, we'll turn it back to KSTK Studios for about 9 minutes. We'll be back for second half action in about 9 minutes. Wrangell Lady Wolves 30, Haines Glacier Bears 5. Back in 9.
Oh yeah, it's the exhibition. Oh yeah, sure.
We are our little shooters. Avery Beck. George Shove. Asher Hidmet. And Mason Sweet.
I
Okay. We went to a Denver Nuggets game. I was down visiting my brother and his family. And every even timeout is electric stuff.
All right, let's hear it for Nathan. Asher, I'm going to be in trouble for that one. All right, let's hear it for Asher.
Well, welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium. Second half action here. Lady Wolves and the Haines Lady Glacier Bears. They'll be back out on the court here in about 40-50 seconds. Want to remind folks down there in Wrangell that the boys game will be right after this one. They'll get the clock going as soon as they can here and get that one going. And then tomorrow night, I mentioned early on, but I'm going to mention again, they play at 5 o'clock tomorrow, not 5:30. And then the boys will play right after that one is over. So you'll want to tune in a bit earlier tomorrow night to catch this girls game here. Well, rebounding and stuff, it was pretty even up, but the Glacier Bears really came alive in that second quarter.
Yeah, they had 15 rebounds in the second quarter, 21 for the half to go with 2 for 24 shooting. That's 8% shooting from the field for the Glacier Bears. Wrangell had 15 rebounds. They shot 43%, 13 for 30. They came out shooting real hot in that first quarter, shooting 56%. Cooled down a little bit in the second quarter, but still wound up shooting 13 for 30 over half.
Maddie Harding picked up a couple of threes, and then she got another bucket out of it. She's got 8, 6 by Olson, 6 by Armstrong, 6 by Meisner, 4 by Harrison so far in the ball game. Glacier Bears have the 3 points from Boron and 2 from Bonitas Long, and it's going to be Glacier Bear basketball to start this third quarter action here. So we're getting ready to go into play here. Looks like the Lady Wolves Armstrong's out there now, so she is going to be playing. The girls are all starters early on. Of course, there are only 6 girls. Stepping in front, making a nice steal as Harding stops, puts up the shot up and in. Harding anticipated that pass, took it away, and List drove all the way down and got the easy bucket out of it. Now they come back out to the side. They'll set it up at the top. The Wolves are going to be in a man-to-man defense. Armstrong puts a lot of pressure out there. Ball goes around, stops, gives up her dribble, kicks the ball back out, goes out, going to be chasing down. Can Armstrong catch up? She does, but she's going to stop here. Doesn't have Harding. Will get the ball back out. They'll come back to Meisner. Wanted the three-pointer, changed her mind, however. Just beginning action. Down to Olson. Stop, spin move, shot, and we're going to have a foul on it. Fouls on 1-2. That'll be Jorgensen Giese. That'll be her first personal foul. They went to Olson right away on that pass. Well, actually, Harding recognized it and then gave it to Meisner. Meisner got the nice pass. She's at the line. Going to be a little short, though. And the Wolves still struggling from the free throw line here, as that was their 5th chance. This one is good, so they finally get one to go. And that'll be Olson's 7th point of the game. Boron will bring the ball up across the half court for the Glacier Bears. Way beyond the three-point arc. They go down to Grace Gonitas Long. She kicks the ball back out. Three-pointer by Jobbins, a little strong. Rebound down to Giese. She loses it, however. Nice hustle by Benda. Coming on by Boron. Wanted the lane, didn't get it, however, as Meisner put the brakes on that one, and they'll come back out, set it up. Jobbins wants to get around Harding. Three-pointer on the way. Nope. Ball comes back down into the hands of Olson, and she'll get it out to Armstrong. She'll bring it across for the Lady Wolves. They'll come back out to Harding. Harding looks down low. Nobody down low. Meisner broke across. Didn't see her, however, in time. Harding stops. Three-pointer on the way. A little bit too much off the iron. Rebound down to Grace Cornelius Long. She's on the dribble. Goes all the way to Benda and through her hands and out of bounds, as they were looking for the opportunity there, but just couldn't get it to go. All right. Back on the offensive end. Now come the Wrangell Lady Wolves. Armstrong kicks the ball back out, almost stole away by Boron. Now it's tapped around, ends up in Meisner's hand. Stopped, going to be a tie-up. Ball goes off of one of the Glacier Bears and out of bounds. So it's going to be Wrangell ball under their basket. They'll set up on the left-hand side. Armstrong looking, gets it back into Olson. Up and in. Olson got good inside position. That's her 9th point of the ball game. She just muscled her way in there. We're going to have Anderson coming off the bench for the Glacier Bears. Anderson plays down low. They go back inside to Benda with the dribble. Kicks it around, loses control of it. Now gains it back, however. And now we're going to have a tie-up on it. Ball goes to the Wrangell Lady Wolves. Looks like we're going to have Krager coming off the bench also, along with Anderson coming into the ball game. They're trying to match up a little bit. Anderson's a little bit bigger, and they're trying to match up with Olson down low here, as Olson is able to score a couple different times early on in the game. There's the screen off the right-hand side. They kick the ball back out to Early. Early stops. Nobody picks her up and in. She just went right to the hoop, and that's her first 2 points of the ball game. So everybody from the Wrangell Wolves that's dressed, and you'll notice Martinez is not out there. She is not feeling too well, so she's just sitting there, and the ball comes back out to Krager. Krager with the dribble on the right hand, stops, kicks the ball back out to Benda. All the way over to Boron, down the lane, stop, jumper about 6, a little bit to the right-hand side. Anderson comes with it, she puts up the shot, a little too strong, rebound down to Olsen. She'll kick it back out to Harding on the left-handed dribble. Kicks the ball back over to Meisner, down the lane, stops, puts it up and in. Meisner just kept going. That's the old adage, if nobody stops you, you might as well just keep right on going to the basket. And Meisner's done that about 3 times so far tonight. All right, back out to the top, 4:49 to go, and now we got a double dribble on Boron. She wanted to go with a right-handed pass over there to Anderson, but it wasn't happening, so now it's the score is 39-5 right now. 4:47, Dryden coming off the bench for the Glacier Bears.
Yeah, the Wolves have hit 4 of their 5 shots they've taken so far this half, so they came out of the locker room hot.
All right, back out to the top again is Armstrong. Harding sets the screen. Armstrong gets around her, kicks the ball back out. Meisner up and rolls off the front. Anderson comes away. That was a set play. Long down court pass to Dryden. Stops, puts up the shot, bounces around. Dryden gets her own board, puts it up again, and Olsen comes away with it, kicks the ball back out, and Armstrong's all alone, takes one dribble up and in. Armstrong's right there breaking away. She could see that developing, and so she took off. All right, 4:14 to go here in this third quarter of play. Over to Dryden. Dryden with the dribble comes back out to Boron. Boron goes left-hand side. Wants to go to Anderson. Ball's on the floor. Anderson stops, puts up the shot. Ball bounces around, goes off of one of the Lady Wolves. And Jobbins comes out of the ball game. It's like Grace Denise Long will be coming in. Nope, it went off of a Glacier Bear. Now they've got the Lady Wolves bringing the ball down the court. Meisner will bring it across the half-court line, and she does. Gets it up. A little pressure being applied by Krager, not a lot. And keeping the dribble alive. Crossover dribble, steps. Boron tries to make the steal. We're still on the floor. Now we got it, and it's a tie-up. Ball goes to the Glacier Bears. And they'll inbound right here in front of the Wrangell bench. The Wolves back on defense. 3:43 to go here in the third quarter. Big lead by the Lady Wolves. They come out looking on the dribble. They'll go left-hand side, knocked away early on the dribble. Let's see who can bit there. Hustling down is Dryden. It goes off of her and out of bounds. Both girls had about the same amount of speed, and it goes off of Dryden and out of bounds, so it's going to be Wrangell basketball under their hoop. Looking, still can't get it in. Now they go back to Olsen again. She puts up the shot, up and in. As Olsen got inside position, that's 11 for her. Now we've extended that lead now. Back out. Krager with the dribble at the top. Wolves drop back. The defense. Left-hand side, nothing going down. Looking down low for Anderson. Can't get it to her, however. Back out to Dryden on the left-handed dribble. Kicks the ball back out. And now there's a whistle on it. I think it's going to be on Armstrong coming across. It is going to be on Armstrong. That'll be her first personal foul. And I'm positive that Coach Brown has talked to the girls about the fact that they've got to be very careful about fouls. With they only have a short bench like that, you can't afford to get somebody into foul trouble. Ball goes through Boron's hands and out of bounds. Going to be Wrangell basketball on the far side of the court. Armstrong will bring it up for the Lady Wolves. She'll get across the half-court line. Krager meets her right there. Long down-court pass. They go into Harding. She missed the shot, however. It was a nice pass, and we're going to have a tie-up. That was a nice pass to Harding, and she just actually caught it and was just a bit too far under the bucket. Had to kind of arch her back, and she wasn't able to get it to go up and in. It would have been a great shot had it gone in, though.
Yeah,
all
real nice lob over the defense there.
Yeah. Benda back on defense, or back in the ball game for the Glacier Bears. Meisner will put the ball into play. Over to Harding, stops, spin move, stops, runner, a little bit short, ball down to Meisner. She kicks the ball back out early, all the way over to Olsen. Olsen comes across, she kicks it back out, stolen away by Krager, and now we've got Benda that's Grace Vanessa Long. She kicks the ball back out to Boron. Boron goes to the corner to Benda, has the baseline, puts up the shot, no. Was able to draw the foul, however, on one of the Wolves. We'll see who it is. 43, that'll be Olsen. That is only her first personal foul. And we'll have Bend at the free throw line. Yep, to score does. So she picks up 1 from the free throw line. Glacier Bears are 2 for 3 from the free throw line right now. 2:26 to go in the third quarter. This one is also good.
Yeah, Bend is showing some really good
nice
shooting mechanics there.
Yeah. Ball comes back to Armstrong. She'll get it across the half-court line. Slow with the dribble, kicks the ball back into Harding. Harding makes a move around her man, stops, puts up the shot a little bit short. Ball bounces around. Benda comes away with it, and she's got a 3-on-1 break, kicks it to Krager. Krager goes down, up, and in. Natalie Krager gets the bucket out of it. So with 2 minutes to go here, Glacier Bears pick up a couple of points there. They now have 9. Lady Wolves have the 43, however. Comes the ball back down into the corner to Meisner. Back out to Early. Stop, puts up the shot, a little bit too far off the glass. Ball comes down and out of bounds off of one of the Wrangell Wolves. So it'll be Glacier Bear basketball. Kicks the ball back into Krager. Krager across. Anderson waving her hands way down there. She was open for a moment. Now they go to Anderson along the baseline. Stop, spins, a foul. 2 gals there. Let's see who it's going to be on. Substitution. Foul is going to be on 43. That'll be Olsen. That'll be her second personal foul. And we've got Cunningham coming off the bench for the Glacier Bears. Ball goes back in, knocked out of bounds by Armstrong.
Yeah, it was a set play on the inbounds play. They got it into Sadie, open to the post, but Armstrong able to knock it away.
She was able to get a hand on it. All right, back out, stops, kicks the ball back. They go back inside. Anderson all alone, up and in. So Sadie finally gets her first 2 points of the ball game as they went low on the block and got the shot to go. Comes back out to Harding. Harding looks, still can't find anything. Kicks over to the right-hand side. They kick the ball back inside early. That was a little give and go there. Would have been an easy bucket, but it was just passed just a little too far out in front of her. And she wasn't able to corral it. Ball goes back to the Glacier Bears. 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. Up across the half-court line is Krager. Goes left-hand side. Now looking there, come back to Cunningham. Stepping in front was Meisner. Anticipate Meisner's hustling down, stops, puts up the shot, up and in. Well, Kendra Meisner picks up her 10th point of the ball game. She's able to pick that one. A nice steal, anticipation, and she got the easy bucket out of it. 45 seconds to go. Harding tried to knock that one away, not quite there though. Over to Cunningham, tapped away, and ball goes out of bounds. Meisner tapped that ball. And subs coming into, Jobbins comes into the ball game. Jobbins now. There was a little confusion there on the girls' part, but they got it sorted out. Comes back outside to Krager. Krager stops on the dribble to the left. Goes all the way to the baseline to Jobbins. 35 seconds to go. Jobbins, long 3 on the way. Too strong. Rebound down to Early. Quickly out to Armstrong. She wants the shot. Spin move. Puts it up and in. And the bucket. That was a nice move by her. She came down. Defense was set up and forcing her out. She stopped, did the spin move, came around and got the easy bucket, and also drew the foul. And that's on Jobbins. That'll be her first personal foul. This one's going to be short, bouncing around. Early comes up with it for back to Meisner. 3-pointer on the way, a little bit short. Rebound down to Olsen. She puts it up a little short. Gets her own ball back. Ball's up and in by Olsen. She kept fighting and got the bucket, and she's got 13. 8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Shot on the way. Good by Jobbins. It's a 2. Natalie Jobbins, that's her first 2 points right at the end of the third quarter. So we're going to finish this third quarter of play with the Haines Glacier Bears 13 points and the Wrangell Lady Wolves 49 points. We'll turn it back to KSTK Studios for about 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute for fourth quarter action. Now welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium here. Shooting percentages 3 for 10 from the field for the Haines Glacier Bears at 30%, 9 for 18 at 50% for the Wrangell Wolves. Rebounding pretty much even up here.
The Glacier Bears finally managed to put some points on the board toward the end of that third quarter. Now we've got Krager taking the ball up the court for the Glacier Bears. She gets a set pick from Benda, dribbles around. Looks like she dribbled off of, must have been Olsen's foot down there, so the Glacier Bears will get the ball underneath their own hoop. Benda inbounding, looking. They're having trouble finding someone, but Krager gets open. The ball gets knocked away by Meisner. Now Meisner's going to dribble up the court on the break. Takes it all the way herself. It's up and it's good. Another 2 for Meisner. That's 12 on the night for her. Out. Natalie Krager dribbling for the Glacier Bears. Looking around, gives up her dribble. Gets it over to Jobbins. Jobbins going to take another long 3. It doesn't go. It's off the backboard. Benda hustles for the rebound, but she winds up knocking it out of bounds. So it'll be Wrangell ball now. 7:26 to go in the game. Wrangell with the 51-13 lead. Armstrong will bring it up for Wrangell. She dribbles, dumps it in to Olsen underneath. Olsen up, another nice smooth shot around the hoop. That's 15 for Ashley Olsen now. Krager bringing the ball up. Dribbling, guarded by Meisner. Pass it over to Armstrong. Armstrong to Benda. Benda dribbles into the middle, throws up a shot off the front of the rim, and the rebound will go to Early. Early passing up the court. Meisner now taking control. Dribbling, gets it over to Harding. Harding takes the 3. It doesn't go. Meisner's right there for the rebound. Puts it up and in for Kira Meisner now with 6 points on the night. And the Glacier Bears are going to take a timeout here with 6:38 remaining in the game. The score 55-13 Wrangell. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout.
All right, a full timeout. We'll turn it back to KSTK. We'll be back in 1 minute.
So when do they stop using the stop clock? Like at what point?
40 points.
It's 40-point difference. Okay.
Should be a running clock.
Oh, so it's a running clock now. Okay.
Now welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium here. Don't forget, we got this boys game right after this one is over. We're not going to get quite started at the 7 o'clock hour, but anyway, it'll be close to that. You'll want to be paying attention.
Krager bringing the ball up for the Glacier Bears. Gets it over to Boron. Boron looking. Wrap around, bounce pass to Sadie Anderson in the low post. Anderson fakes, puts up the shot. It doesn't go. The rebound winds up going down to Meisner. Meisner finds Armstrong on the left side. Spin move, but she's called with a travel. Armstrong did a quick spin. But referee Fowler felt that she moved the feet a little bit too much before she dumped that one in. Now Krager alone in the corner, takes the 3 off the front of the rim, bounces around, bounced 3 or 4 times, doesn't go. Benda rips down the rebound for the Glacier Bears. She goes down but manages to dish it out to Jobbins. Jobbins takes a 2, makes it. So that's 4 on the night now for Natalie Jobbins. Now Armstrong with the ball for Wrangell. Over to, that was Harding tried to get it down into Meisner, but it went off Meisner's hands. Now we're going to have Grace Godinez Long coming and Mackenzie Dryden coming into the game for the Glacier Bears. Benda and Krager will take a break. So Mackenzie bringing the ball up the court, passes it off over to Boron. Boron on the dribble at the point, trying to get it into Anderson, but Anderson's being guarded closely in the low post. Now Jobbins will dribble in with the left-hand layup. It doesn't go, and the rebound goes down to Olsen. Now Meisner bringing the ball up to Wrangell, and she's called for the double dribble as she double dribble, getting by Natalie Jobbins there. Now Godinez Long going to bring the ball up the court for the Glacier Bears, back to Boron. It's with 4:50 remaining. It's 55 to 15 Wrangell. Boron on the dribble. And ball knocked away by Harding. Now Harding's taking it up the court. Oh, Boron comes in right before Harding has a chance to get that shot off. Boron ran up and stripped the ball away from her. Ball's going to be a Wrangell ball underneath their own hoop. Armstrong will inbounds for Wrangell. Looking, gets it over. They wind up dumping it into Olsen. Olsen takes a dribble, takes the hook shot, and bounces around, and it's good. So Ashley Olsen having a good scoring night now with 17. Wrangell has 4 players in double figures, and it's 57-15 Glacier Bears with 4:04 remaining. Dryden to Godinez Long, knocked away by Early. Early takes it down the court, shoots from about the foul line, gets blocked by Grace Godinez Long. The ball goes to Mackenzie Dryden. Mackenzie's going to dribble up, make the shot, doesn't go. Rebound to Meisner. Now they're scrapping for it on the floor, but she wants a dishing off to Early, and now it's coming up. Harding to Olsen. Olsen underneath, banks it in. That one doesn't go for her. Mackenzie Dryden comes down with the rebound. She's pushing up the left side of the court. Oh, and then Armstrong comes up behind her and strips the ball away. Usually they yell wolf when that's happening in a game, and you can see why here with the Wrangell Wolves coming up with the steal. Oh, Early's going to take that one all the way to the hoop, and it's good for her 4th point of the night. Now Boron bringing the ball up to the court for the Glacier Bears to score 59-15 Wrangell with 3:10 remaining. Oh, the ball stolen away by Olsen. Olsen to Harding. Harding to Armstrong. Armstrong up in with the layup, and she's fouled on the play.
Well, Lady Wolves are 6 for 9 so far in this quarter, too. Of course, they're getting some nice breakaway, not a lot of pressure. A 2-on-1 break, or like this one here was a 2-on-1 break. She also drew the foul, too. But
yeah, the foul's on Grace Godinez Long. Armstrong with 12 points in the night now. Shots up off the back of the rim. A little confusion on that. People were waiting around for another shot, forgetting that it was just a one-shot foul. Now Dryden shoots, doesn't go, but the rebound goes to Krager. Krager out to Boron. Boron, the 3-point attempt off the front of the rim. Anderson with the rebound. She dribbles, does a turnaround shot that doesn't go. Now Boron with the rebound, takes the shot in the key. That doesn't go, and Olsen winds up coming down with the rebound, but Mackenzie Dryden steps up and knocks the ball out of bounds, but it's going to be a Wrangell ball as Armstrong is going to take a break, and Harrison's going to come back in the game for the Wrangell Wolves. Now with 1:58 remaining in the game at 61-15. Wrangell Wolves at this point in the game, they don't stop the clock for anything. They just let them play when it's a 40-point deficit. That's a hook shot by Olsen, and it goes. She's got 19 on the night now. Krager with the ball, minute 40 remaining, 63-15. Wrangell, the steal made by Early. Early will dribble all the way down, takes the layup, and that's good. Now Jamie Early with 6 points for Wrangell, and we're going to take a 30-second timeout here. The Wrangell scoring attack has 4 players in double figures. You've got Ashley Olsen with 19 so far, Maddie Harding with 10, Elizabeth Armstrong with 12, and Kendra Meisner with 12 also. So they're distributing the ball well and getting a lot of opportunities for their team out there.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a nice job. The Glacier Bears are coming down, and, of course, they like to go to the wing off of that pass. And so now the Wrangell Wolves, the Lady Wolves, are anticipating those passes and stepping out and making the steals off of it. If they just give them the old fake, Pat, like you're going to pass there, let him get out of position, the other person breaks down. I'm sure they're going to talk about that if they have a shoot-around tomorrow, the Glacier Bears will.
Okay, now with 1:28 remaining, it's 65-15 Wrangell. Krager's going to dribble on the point, pass it over to Jobbins. Jobbins going to dribble toward the hoop, but then bring it back out, looking around. She's there in the corner, still dribbling, bringing it back up toward the top, gets it down to Jorgensen-Giese. Jorgensen-Giese, the baseline jumper does not fall. Rebound goes to Meisner. She's tied up by Jorgensen-Giese, and we've got a jump ball scenario, and the possession arrow is going to the Haines Glacier Bears. beg your pardon, that's going to the Wrangell Wolves. So here with 50 seconds left, clock quickly ticking down on this one. Meisner bringing the ball up, dribbling around, dribbling down, gets it to early looking in. Harding takes a 3-point from the top of the key. That one doesn't go. Olsen with the rebound. Jorgensen Giese fought for the rebound, and she wound up going down hard to the ground, but she's popped right back up again. Everyone seems to be okay. 26 seconds now remaining. Krager's going to bring the ball up for the Glacier Bears. Dribbling over to Cunningham. Cunningham right back to Krager. Give and go move. Krager makes the running hook shot. That doesn't fall, and the rebound's going to go to Jamie Early. Now Meisner bringing the ball up the court. Crosses over, looks around. 2 seconds left, and they're just going to let the clock run out. So on our first night of action here between the Wrangell Wolves and the Haines Glacier Bears, the Wrangell Wolves